Hey, Cinnabon, I know you want to go outside, but it's cold out there, mister. It's cold out there. Yeah, you only went out for a few minutes anyway. Would you like some good treats? The treats, yeah, that your grandparents got you for your birthday? Okay. Oh, these are good. They even had your ancestor on it. Yeah, that cat looks interesting. Huh. Yeah, let's go ahead and open them up for you, okay? Yeah, these ones are a little messier than normal. I think Cinnabon likes these treats more. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, here we go, mister. Step right up. Oh. Is that tasty? Yeah? Here's another. Ouch. That's okay. Look like broken graham crackers, kind of, don't they, buddy? Yeah. Broken graham crackers. There you go. Here's another. Oh. And I have more. Here's a few more, buddy. Oh, okay. I got one last one. For now. Here you go. Oh, you missed it, my friend. Here. Good boy. Yeah, it's all for now. Yeah, I'm gonna go shooting later today. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the mosin-nagant my brother got me for Christmas. Yeah, that'll be fun. Cinnabon won't like it because it's super loud. Yeah, it's the largest caliber we're gonna have. 7.62 by 54R. It's from the late 1800s and it's still in use today. How amazing is that? Yes. The R stands for rimmed. Yeah, I'll show you what that means. What's out there? Huh? You see anything out there, buddy? Okay. It's okay, buddy. It's not a snake. Have the action open? Yeah, let the barrel breathe. Gotta set this down. I gotta set it down carefully because it's heavy and it does fall sometimes and it likes to destroy drywall when it falls. Yeah. It's okay, buddy. It's not a snake. No. There it is. Yeah. Pretty darn cool. I took the bayonet off. Yeah, makes it a little cumbersome to transport, huh, buddy? Yeah. Adds like a foot to it, too. Mm-hmm. What a pretty kitty. You sure you want to go outside? It's cold out there, buddy. It's cold. Yeah. We'll keep the door closed because I've been opening and closing it all day. And why is that, buddy? Why? Yeah, I know. It's okay. I think you just don't remember how cold it is or something. Yeah, and your daddy can't turn the air conditioning outside off. No, I wish I could. That'd be nice. I'd do it for a lot of reasons. You just got to be a good boy and be patient, okay? There's the markings on there, 1942. There's a sickle hammer. You can see the light Izzy stamp too. Pretty darn cool. This is the Roundup Fires, the 7.62 by 54R. It's pretty menacing. You can see there it's rimmed. Rimmed for the extractor's pleasure, as some would say. Yeah. Promotes positive extraction. So this is Tula. It's just cheap Russian imported commercial stuff. Now the military spec, if you will, would be similar to this, but they would usually have a steel case like this, but it would be lacquered, not, this is like a cheaper polymer coating. I don't have any surplus on me right now, but I will eventually, and I'll show you what those look like when I get those. Yeah, have some exotic ammunition on the way too that we can play around with. You on Paw Patrol again, buddy? Okay, do you want a little mini mosin-nagant to protect you? All right. You be a good boy out there, okay? You be a good boy. Oh my goodness. Gonna climb a tree again, buddy? You're being a show-off, aren't you? Are you doing something? Okay, buddy. You behave yourself out there now, okay? Don't want to see too many animal carcasses out there when you're done. So this mosin-nagant was factory, I think they call it re-arsenaled, or refurbished, if you will. That's basically what it means. They take a really messed up gun and they make it factory spec to where it's more than serviceable. So this one was probably made, well, obviously the original one's from 1942. Then at one point it was brought to whichever arsenal made it. Might have been Izzy, who knows. And they probably put new wood on it. They more than likely replaced the barrel and some other parts. My brother mentioned something cool. Let me get some better lighting in here. If you look at the stock, you can see a seam. Okay, unlock the bolt. Let me flip it over here. There we go. You can see the seam better. My brother says that the ends of the stock here, the bottom part, would get really worn out, so they would simply chop it off and put new wood on it, and they did a pretty good job matching it, didn't they? I'll go ahead and show you what the bayonet looks like. Here we have the bayonet. Check it out. It's also serial number matching to the gun. Pretty menacing. I'm not going to put it on there right now because it's a real pain to get on and off. Hopefully I won't need to have it on there, but pretty interesting. Some of them don't fit very well. Usually this one's matched to the gun, so obviously it fits it. But a lot of times you have to do some fitting if you just buy a random bayonet if you don't have one. And these are sighted in with the bayonet on there. And when you take the bayonet off, it fires differently, or I shouldn't say it fires differently. The point of impact is different with the bullet because this changes the barrel harmonics when you remove it and have it on there. So it's pretty interesting. I'm going to go ahead and measure it. I'm kind of curious how long it is. Well, it's almost 17 inches. My goodness, that's crazy. And if you look too, it's a little interesting, but it creates almost a star. So the point has an edge on it. It's a little hard to see in the video, but as it goes towards the front where it mounts to the rifle, it gets wider and it would create a star-shaped wound, which is very difficult to deal with compared to just a single slice or just a normal plunge. It's really hard to make out because the stamp wasn't done right or well, but that half a triangle should be complete. Inside is an arrow. That stands for Izzy. I cannot do the Russian pronunciation with justice, so they usually call it, the Americans, we just call it Izzy. What's interesting is this bayonet is matched to the gun with the serial number. On the button here, there's a star. There we go. That star is Tula Arsenal. It's possible this was re-arsenaled at the Tula plant, and they may, I don't know why, maybe this button was broken, and so they added a Tula one. That's interesting. I'll have to ask my brother about that. I'll show you a better example of the Izzy proof. Go ahead and remove this magazine from the display. This is a Kalashnikov magazine, the first type they ever made. This is probably from 1948 to the early 50s. This is a good one, slab side, they call it. Pretty heavy, pretty beefy. Let's go ahead and get a good angle of that proof. There we go. See the triangle with the arrow looking thing in there? That's an Izzy proof, which is all over that Mosin, with the exception of the bayonet button. That is really interesting. I'm assuming the Tula Arsenal did that one. They probably refurbished it instead of Izzy for whatever reason. Ooh, there's an Izzy stamp on the band. Ooh, there's another one. Ooh, turkey giblets. First rounds with a mosin-nagant. Here we go. There we go.
There's a lot of kick, eh?
Yeah, it's not terrible. Gotta be kind of hard on it, you know.
Yeah, you do. The same thing with my Mosin. You got to be rough with it.
Gotta beat it up a little bit. Last round.
The action on the finished ones are smoother. But that's how they are, though. These guns you got to beat up a little. Very nice.
Check her out. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
A little bit to the right. I bet if we put the bayonet on there, it'll be right on.
All shots on target.
That's not bad. That's actually really good for what I didn't know what to expect where to be at.
Yeah.
Well, cool. We'll go ahead and load some more rounds in.
All right.
Is this how you do it? You just...
Yep.
Yeah, I would not want to be fighting Nazis with this gun. I'd much rather have an AK or something, or a Sturmgewehr.
Sturmgewehr? Yeah.
I think that's all she wrote. Here you go. How do you do
I can shoot it. Thank you.
There we go.
Wow, that's sick.
Yeah, it's a very powerful weapon.
Not familiar with the Russian sights.
I actually like it. It's very close to the AK.
Should I aim up, down? Like, how does it work?
It seemed to be pretty close. I would aim a little left. That's how it was shooting for me. It was shooting a little right.
I think some oil at the bolt, like right here. would be good.
Yeah,
Like
I
in
can
there,
grease
'cause
it
that's
up
where
good.
it's hung up. There we go. Aim for the target. Dang, that almost gives you a headache.
Okay, we think this is oak. We're gonna see how far into it, or we're gonna see if it can penetrate it. I guess we're not gonna measure how far it goes through it if it doesn't.
Will it penetrate it?
Around the crotch is probably harder. We should probably try to aim to the left.
We check it out.
We'll do
A couple more. Okay.
We'll do one more.
All right. Very
Check
nice.
it out. I see at least 2 entries, maybe a third.
Dude, check that one out.
Oh
Look
my
at that.
goodness! Oh, look at that! It went in sideways and it took out the other.
That's exactly it.
Took out the other hole. That's cool. Let's see if it penetrated it.
Oh, it did. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Look, there's a piece of. Oh, I thought that was steel. What's crazy is look, it penetrated it, and it went in straight.
When we remove the target, we'll look at it. Interesting.
Yeah, it's in there. That's
Dude,
cool.
that's some sick rounds then.
That's crazy. Went through that.
Yeah, I know. It could go through a tree.
That's
insane.
awesome. So we could cut down trees with this thing if you want to.
What's that?
We could cut down a tree with this if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could. It would take a while, but
I'm actually surprised it went through it.
me too. Man, the kick is crazy. Where are you? Oh, there you are. The kick is
I'm used to
insane.
the AK, so it's not, for me, it's not terrible, actually. Uh-oh.
Crazy. That's it.
Hi, honey, were you a good boy while I was gone? Good. What a good boy. Oh, what a cutie. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us on another adventure. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.